Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Work with me, you know that.
So I just turned the water hose on, but she's already filling up pretty fast. Ready to catch some fish?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
Check out that catfish. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. Today, if you look behind me, I took out everything in the bass boat. The batteries, well, we still got the main batteries back here. That's just for accessories. Jackets for wintertime, lights in case we need them, tackle, all the loose stuff that was just sitting in the boat, all this tackle, life jackets, more life jackets, jugs I never even use, and of course all the fishing poles. But I took everything out because I'm going to the car wash to wash it all out. I am doing a deep clean on my bass boat. I'm gonna literally go through all the compartments, spray everything down, vacuum it out. Now normally I take it to the car wash and do like a $2.75 wash, you know, I'm in and out. This time I'm gonna go through it, probably spend about 10 bucks to wash my boat. Now, why am I washing it? Well, I'm about to be a fishing guide, and my boat needs to be clean for my clients. So, probably made it seem like I was selling my boat. I'm not selling my boat. I was a long time ago, and then I decided not to sell it. Especially now because I'm gonna be using this bass boat for my guiding service. Adam Ryan Guiding Service. I am official. I am legal to be a guide on my local lake now. My local lake is a something. It's a national recreation area. It's something, and you gotta have permits. I've been waiting the last 4 or 5 weeks to get my permit, and I got it this morning. So I am officially a licensed fishing guide on Lake Meredith. So guys, if you're a local, hit me up. We'll go fishing together. Or if you don't want me to fish with you, you can just fish and I'll help. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have different type of tiers of my guiding service, obviously. Josh Jones does this thing where you can fish with him, and a lot of people don't know that because they don't read the fine print, and they get mad because they think they're going to catch the fish and you're just fishing with him. Long story. Anyways, I kind of like that idea though. If I could still fish, I know me having a YouTube channel, a lot of people want to fish with me already. People ask me all the time, and so I know people will want to fish with me. So I kind of want to do that, you know. It's kind of cool. Fish with me on the boat, come with me, fish to the back of the boat. Back the boat's yours, I'll have the front, do that type of thing. But I will also be a straight up guide service, helping people fish and catch fish. And I'm really excited. The last few weeks waiting has sucked, and I got the email first thing this morning, and I was like, yes. Everything is out of the boat. I'm gonna take it all off, bring it inside, and then go to the car wash and literally wipe down every inch of this boat, get it looking nice and shiny again. Put the middle seat back in. All right, boys, it is the next day, and I'm getting everything back into the boat. Now, I didn't film at the car wash because, I don't know, I just forgot. I was excited to get this boat clean again. I am still gonna wipe down the sides, get all this gunk built up, get all that off. Just clean it up, make it nice and shiny again. Now, one thing about my boat is I took out the middle seat. Because, as you can see, what I just did, this is where everyone stepped to get to the back of the boat. And it tore up the seat. These are kind of tore up now, just from wear and tear. But I took the seat out. Now I'm gonna need this middle seat for clients. So, I do have the backrest. I'm going to screw the backrest back on and then throw down this pad right here. It's already cut and shaped just like that. And then that will still be a step with actual grip now. I actually slipped right here once, so this grip will be perfect. I'm gonna throw down the throwable cushion right here, and then that will be the middle seat. You'll have the backrest, and then you'll just sit on that throwable cushion. Always keep a handy dandy rusty Phillips on your boat. So there's that. I already got this mat the back side of it at least laid down, just because I had to get this on. I guess I didn't, but it'd be a lot easier to do this first, so I did that. But now we just gotta scoot this paper out nice and slowly. This is, I think, Sea Deck, or I don't know, some type of foam. Not sure exactly what the brand is, but by the way, I did cut this to shape. Just made a template out of cardboard. Got the size I needed and traced it onto this and just cut it out with scissors. And there we go. Yeah, oh, it's soft too. Yeah, buddy. Throw down the cushion and you got yourself a seat. I'd sit here. Kind of ghetto, but it's a seat, it works. And then when you're fishing, you can move this cushion to your seat so the million-degree Texas sun doesn't freaking burn your butt every time you sit down. And then you got a nice little step, get to the back of the boat. Heck yes. I'm also thinking about getting one more sheet of this stuff and throwing it right here. You can see right here, this stuff is old and damaged, falling apart. So put a new mat right here and then cut out my logo, the AR, for my YouTube channel. I think that would be pretty freaking cool. It'd be something like that. Bam. Anyways, just an idea I had, just to, you know, just to customize my boat for myself even more. Gonna get some decals on the side, Adam Ryan's guide service. I'm starting to throw everything back in, which is why you see the rods right here. All right, guys, so it is a few days later and I actually had my first guided trip yesterday. Well, it was a fish with me trip. A mom surprised her son, one of my subscribers, with a trip fishing with me. He had no idea he was fishing with me. His mom said he was having a mother and son day. They went fishing. I was down there waiting for him and she surprised him, and that is pretty freaking cool.
You ready?
What's up, buddy?
Good, sir?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while.
So, you're going fishing with her?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really, Mom?
Yeah, really.
Are we gonna catch some fish?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
Really, Mom? I would actually brought like better rods.
I got some good rods you can use.
Mom pranked me, I guess.
And she pranked you?
Yeah, she was like, oh, we're gonna go do a mother-son thing. I said, oh.
Do that and we're good to go. All right. So you had no idea, huh?
No, she just said, oh,
It was pretty awesome. It was fun. Had a great day. But now I need to make some rod holders for this boat because I'm a bass fisherman, but I also catch a lot of walleye and crappie as well. Use a lot of live minnows. My local lake is a great walleye lake, or it was, but a lot of people want to catch walleye. So I will be using a bunch of live bait for that. So we need rod holders on the boat. Now, I already have one. So this is a rod holder I made a few years ago whenever I bought the boat. I knew I was gonna be using some live minnows, so I made this. This is just a square piece of aluminum on the top. Then we have here, it's like a base. I don't know, I cut it off right here just to make it flush. That screws onto this metal black pipe. Got threads there, and then this goes down. Down here, I had to shave this down. You can see it's all rusted, but I shaved that down, made it thinner so it fit inside of the hole for the seat. Now we don't use seats, so I was like, this will be okay. And that was the rod holder. But this guy does get in the way for the back passenger. You got rods sticking out here, a rod sticking out there. Not much room for the back passenger. So what I'm gonna do is move this to like right over here. So we will have, I have another setup. Whenever I built this one, I wanted to build two. One for the back of the boat, one for the front of the boat for me. But I never made the one for me in the front. So I do have the setup right here. The same thing. So this will be like that. And I just need to screw on the top brace like that. Draw the holes, all that good stuff. And then we'll have a second one. But my thinking is get more of these base plates. I'm going to be painting that black so it looks nicer. And then that will go somewhat right here in this corner. So I will have a rod holder right here and then another one back over here on this side. And then we'll have 4 rod holders for the back of the boat. And then if I have any clients that actually do want to sit down, we have the post back for the seat. But that is the plan for the rod holders. So I'm going to go ahead.
oh shit! Ooh, fuck me, that kind of hurt.
And start making this second one. So I will have to watch for that lip right here. So I can't have it all the way over here or else it's going to hit that. I do need to run to the hardware store, get some screws. I need to measure how long those screws are. Oh, also Walmart to go get more of these. 10 screws, nuts, washers. Then I have to go to the land to get some drill bits. I'm planning this out all in my head, guys. I'm gonna forget everything. And then I have to go to Ace Hardware, get this cut off, get these pipes the same length, and then get threads. All right, let's run to the store and get started. All right, need 3 of these, not just 2. 2 rod holders and spray paint. All right, guys, I'm heading to the shop to go get some tools for this project. And there's a massive rainstorm right there, possibly coming this way. And the other day, I dug out all this side of the pond, and it looks so much better. Looks really good. I still need to grade out all this area right here to match it, make it all nice like this. But when I was doing this, I found it easier to just dump it right here because it was getting dark, and I wanted to get that done and sprayed down. So now I have this big pile of dirt in the pond and possibly rain coming. I don't want this to be in here when it rains. So real quick, I'm gonna get all this dirt out. All right, so I got the big pile out of the bottom of the pond. Now, this is the bottom of the pond. It's probably gonna be hardest to seal because there's gonna be a lot of water pressure right here. So I'm gonna start sealing this bottom of the pond. Now, we're nowhere near the sealing process of this, and we kind of are. I mean, this is going to be the shape of the pond. It is done besides that area right up there. I can possibly do that with this being full of water. But since this bottom area is gonna be pretty hard to seal, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle down some sodium bentonite. We actually found a source in town for the real stuff. Wyoming sodium bentonite. Again, this is not the actual sealing process. This is just to help it out. But I am not taking out any more dirt in this area, so sodium bentonite is going down, at least 1 layer of it. Also curious to see kind of what 1 bag will do, and that will help me figure out how much we'll actually need for this whole entire pond. I'm also going to be adding the water hose on this tonight, kind of letting this area fill up so the sodium bentonite can soak down into the ground and work its magic. All right, that's 1 bag. It kind of covered quite a bit, more than I thought, but still not nearly deep enough. All right, there is 5 bags of sodium bentonite. That's about 75 bucks right there. So I just turned the water hose on. I'm using this bucket to prevent erosion, but she's already filling up pretty fast. Now, like I said, this clay, I've hit a layer of red clay at the bottom of this pond. And as you can kind of see, it's holding water. At some rate, water is being held right now. It's not going straight into the ground. Of course, the bentonite will help it. Bentonite could take a month or 2 to actually set, do its thing, but yeah, she's filling up pretty quick. Now, we're not worried about the water bill here too much. All right, I know what you're thinking. You're gonna fill up this pond with water hose. Not really, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But I know for a fact I'm gonna leave it on maybe all night tonight and kind of see what it does. Now, this is a test, all right? This could work, it might not work. You can do a test with your soil in a bucket. I probably should use this bucket, it already has holes in it. You're supposed to mix so much bentonite with the soil, and you can do tests to figure out how much bentonite you're supposed to mix with the soil. I didn't do that test. I'm just coming out here, kind of getting the bentonite layer started in the deep spot. I already talked about this. Now, I have some rod holders to go make for my boat, so I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll come back out here tonight later and check on this. It is 7:40 p.m., so we have about maybe 2 hours until darkness. If you look at it back over here, it is definitely expanding quite a bit. All right, so here's the pond after 1 hour of filling up with 1 water hose. It's filling up. Of course, as it fills up more, it's gonna take way more water to fill up because it's obviously way more space. But, and obviously, the water isn't gonna fill up to this perfect square I made, but I will come out here. If it spreads out here, I will just fill up that area it's spreading to with more bentonite. But I'm gonna head home. I got the tools I need. I'm gonna start working on these rod holders. All right, guys. So last night I went ahead and painted all the parts. So we got everything black, all of these parts here, and the new one. All black. Heads up. These bases right here, The slightest bit of rain will cause these guys to rust, and that is what happened. I got home from the store, set everything on the boat. Overnight, it barely rained and got rust, so just be careful of that. So I had to clean off all the rust, and I went ahead and painted it so it would not rust anymore. And now we're ready to add them to the boat. Add them. All right, so this base needs to go right about here, but there's lips underneath these walls right here, so I need to find out where those are. And I'm just gonna fold these papers to the size of the lip. So there is that one. All right, and there's that one. So now we know exactly where those lips will be, and we will know that we're safe to screw it down right there. Or should I center it, make it look symmetrical? So that's centered. I'm kind of OCD. I'm gonna mark the screw holes with a Sharpie and start drilling some holes. If you're squeamish, look away. So I kind of screwed up, and then I got all my bolts the size to go through 1 inch and then the plate. And I don't really need that for back here. It's just going through the base and the aluminum. But oh well. This is what we got. This is what we're going to use. We'll just have 4 screws sticking out at the bottom. There's nothing right here besides a battery charger, and that's like a foot lower, maybe even 2 foot lower. So nothing to worry about with the screws. Find one that is slightly bigger than my bolt. Oh, these metal shavings remind me of the drum boat build. Alright, need a vacuum. I had a lint roller in my truck and it just might work. Probably work great actually. Oh yeah. Who needs a vacuum? Work with what you got, folks. That doesn't look too bad either without the rod holder there, because the rod holders won't always be on the boat. But I may have to find a plug or something to seal right in here so these threads do not rust. My boat does stay outside. There's the inside. Again, there's nothing right here. This support right here, that's pretty thick. Maybe 1/8. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be lazy, not add the back plate. We got some lock washers here, so nothing vibrates loose. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Okay, I will have to cover these screws with paint just so they don't rust as well. So that will screw onto there, pretty basic. Now we need to screw this piece to the top like that. So we need to find center. All right, that's center right there. You would think after drilling through my hand I wouldn't be doing stuff like that anymore, but here I am. All right, just got the holes drilled. This is easy, just put it through the holes and screw it together. All right, now we got that connected. Now we need to screw on the rod holders. I need to drill some holes out for that as well. Went to Walmart, got 2 of these bad boys. They're like $4, super cheap. Gonna scratch up that pretty paint, but not worried about it. And there you go, 1 rod holder on. Pretty simple. There's that, all complete. Got rod holders on both sides, and that will just screw in to the base. I can take this on and off whenever I'm not using rod holders or a live bait. All right, there is one side done, and the other rod holder is already made, so I just gotta screw in the base. And we can probably, oh yeah, that's tight. We could probably troll with this as well. A rod on each side. Sick. All right, once again, I just gotta do the same thing to this side, which is add the base to 4 screws. All right, guys, I got the rod holders in place and I absolutely love it. This is gonna be so great for fishing. Using live minnows, even worms. Yeah, I'm super excited. Now, you don't normally see this on the bass boat again, but this is gonna be my guiding setup for live minnows. We can still have the chair here, 4 rods out the back of the boat. Oh, by the way, guys, I bought 2 rods at Walmart when I was getting the rod holders. I just figured get some cheaper rods so people don't be throwing my expensive OKUMA rods in the lake. But yeah, these are just some Shimano's. They only had 2 mediums left though. The rest were pretty lightweight rods. I didn't want to get those. So whenever they get more in stock, I'll go buy 2 more. And those will be my guiding rods. I'll probably let some people use, if I see that they're good fishermen, I'll let them test out my OKUMA rods because I do want to get OKUMA in more people's hands. That's kind of the goal, right? But also, I'm a very paranoid person and I don't want to put, you know, a $600 rod and reel setup in someone's hands that's just going to throw it off the boat into 50 feet of water. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that for 4 to 6 hours. So went and got some Shimano's. I didn't want to go too cheap, so I went with Shimano. These seem like decent rods and reels, so yeah. Anyways, that is the rod holder setup. I freaking love it. Once again, it looks so cool. And it doesn't take up any room. I mean, I kind of do stand on the edge sometimes like this when I'm fishing, but I'm never in the back. And of course, whenever we're not using them, we can take them off. Here's how it looks from outside the boat. Freaking awesome, man. Let's see how this does. I'm a fish. That's not too wobbly. All right. I'm loving it, guys. That's it for this video, though. I hope you all enjoyed it. I have a guide trip in the morning, actually in the evening. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm gonna get to go test them out and see how they work. They're gonna work great. I already know it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.